Good morning. The word for you today. Today is Thursday, August 21st, and our devotion is number 4 of God's answer to anxiety. Our scripture passage comes out of the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verses 3 and 4. And it says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord himself, is the rock eternal." I feel like every time I do a devotional, I get stuck with the ones that are very applicable to my life. And sometimes I feel like it's God calling me out, and I feel like this is especially one of those instances. If you've ever met me, I am absolutely riddled with anxiety. It's not that I don't trust God. It's not that I don't have faith in the people around me. I am just an anxious person. And I'm sure that for some of you, you also experience that. Maybe not chronically like I do, but maybe it's in certain aspects of your life, or maybe it's just a bout that flares up every once in a while. So what do we do with that? Well, the scriptures give us several things that chronicle God's response to anxiety. And I think this one is one of the most important ones. At the end of the day, there is nothing we can do to stop our anxiety. We can perform actions that may help soothe us. We can try to use positive reinforcement to say that's not a reasonable thing to worry about. But ultimately, if you've ever struggled with anxiety, you know that sometimes you just have to let it work its way through. And so in this scripture, to wait on God, to remember that God is the rock eternal whom we are to have steadfast devotion, steadfast trust in. Such a simple statement becomes an anchor in the storm. What is God's answer to anxiety? It's not pray a prayer and magically you'll be healed. God can do that, but I don't think that's how God usually works. Instead, it's to be conscious of your anxiety, be conscious of the feelings that you have, and to turn your eyes away from that, even though it's difficult, and to say, I feel this, but I'm going to focus on God who is the rock of my salvation. So, if you struggle with anxiety like me, or if you struggle with something else, some worry, some form of fear, know that it is not a character flaw, it is not a fault, it is part of being human. And the joy and beauty of this is that we are given the opportunity and given the chance to have somebody who is so much stronger, so much more good, and so much more perfect than us that we can look to in our times of worry. Have a nice day.